YouTube channel, Emyrichy Stitches. Today I'm going to illustrate on how to make a corset blouse, but this is actually going to start from the shoulder to the half length, like the one you've seen on the thumbnail. It can otherwise be called corset tube, or you can make yours like a tube. You can make like yours like a blouse. You can make it like a crop top, anyhow you wish. And these are the requirements. I indicated full length because the one you saw in the thumbnail was a gown, but this one is not a gown. I'm just illustrating the upper side of it. So you're going to use the half length, the bust on the bust circumference, the nipple to nipple, the upper bust, that is from your shoulder to where you have your upper bust, that's where your bust starts from to the upper bust, then the shape and the upper bust circumference. These are the measurements you require. So we're going to set to work. I'm using paper to illustrate. When you're done, you can now place it on your fabric like what you saw there on the thumbnail. Where you have the bust area is a different fabric, while the other sides are also different fabric. You can make yours like that too. You can decide to change it the other way around. So I'm using paper to illustrate, and this is just brown paper. Just one illustrate this. First of all, I'm going to put the fabric to fold. Just showing you how to cut it. Fold. What's the bigger the body is here? We have a bust here 34. So you're going to fold it 34. You add 4 inches allowance. 34 with 4 inches allowance. So that's going to be 8 half plus 4. We're going to fold it in 12 half. You can expand it to 13. As with the half, making it 13. This is how your fold is going to be. This is what is trending now. We've all heard corset. So this is how we're going to place your fabric on. Fold this 13. And starting to measure the parameters first. For those of us that knows how to make a tube and all those things, it's almost the same thing. But if you don't know, I'm still going to make a video on that maybe next time, but not today. So first of all, I'm going to take the full length in with half length. Sorry, since I told you it's going to be joint, the half length here is 16. So if I add 1 inch for joining allowance, joining seam, or for seam allowance, we have 17. So I'm going to use my ruler to draw it out. Here's the first thing. Determine the length. $17. And when you're done, please, you have to off it by 4, since it's a kind of tube like. So I'm using 4. I'm offing it by 4. You can decide, it depends on how the client wants it. You can off it by 5 if you want it so deep, but here mine doesn't want it so deep, so I want to use 4. And if you off it by 4, then you mark the full length, which is 16, with seam allowance 17. So the main length here is 16, then the seam allowance that completes it makes it 17. And please don't be confused. So you're going to mark out 1 inch here before you start your measurement. If the person is very bossy, you can use 1/2. You can keep 1 inch here. You need to keep 1 inch allowance here, as if you want to indicate your zipper. One inch. Okay, we have a 1 inch. Then a proper measurement starts now. After the 1 inch, So you still off it by 4, then mark out your, measure your from shoulder to bust, under bust, which is 12 half. So this my point is 12 half. See, you mark your 12 half, 12 half. You're going to connect the lines. Then on the bust line, you turn your tape under bust -3 to determine your nipple point if you didn't measure your clients. Under bust minus, you have 3 here. Still mark it out. Under bust -3, you turn your tape to mark out the 3. You're going to have, I think, 9 half. So on offing the 4 as usual, place your tape, you have 9 half here. You can see this way you have your under bust line. Then this is where you have your nipple points line. Nipple points line, this, and this is your half length. Then you still mark out your upper bust. Don't forget your upper bust here is your shoulder to where your breast starts, and that is 6. This is where we have the 6. Everything you off it by 4 to have your correct measurement. This is where you have your 6. So this is our upper bust line. Upper bust, nipple point, under bust, and then half length. Okay, you're going to insert the parameters on all the lines now, starting from where we have your upper bust here. Your upper bust here was at 34. Checking out well. 34 divided by 4. Sorry, you're going to give 8 half. Don't forget all the measurements comes with 4 inches. Then the nipple point here is where you the bust line point, where you have your nipple point, is where you have your breast. You're going to measure your bust, your normal bust. The bust here is 34. You still have additional allowance of 4 inches. Then you mark out your under bust here, which is 28 here, as you've seen. Under bust circumference 28. You mark it out. 28 divided is 7. Then you still add your 4 inches allowance. You do same to the shape here. Shape is 30. You mark it out. Divided by 4, you have 7. And you still add your 4 inches allowance. So this is how it will be. You connect the lines. So you have a layer. Something like this. That's how it will be. Now we are going to mark out our nipple to nipple, which is 7. Nipple to nipple. Nipple to nipple is 7. So we're going to add 1 inch to make it 4. So that when you join, it will return to be your 3 half. Because nipple to nipple is 7. 3 half divided by 7 divided by 2 is 3 half. You need to add half, sorry, to make it 4. So you mark it here, 4, 4, 4, 4. I'm going to connect the lines now. Okay, now we're going to mark out the circumference, like the one since we want to create the bust. Now we're going to mark out the circumference. We've had our nipple to nipple with the exemption of the 1 inch we have here. We're going to mark out our circumference now. So our nipple to nipple division here is 3 half. Nipple to nipple is 7. 7 divided by 2, we have 3 half. So we're going to start from the upper bust to where we have the under bust line, so we could have that circle you saw, the circle for the corset. I'm going to place my tape here. If you see on marking from this serves as your center point now, where you have your bust point, that's the center point. So we're going to start marking it out now. Starting from this side, we mark 3/2, then we still take it up here. Here will be up to 4. We mark up to 4 here, so that it will cover your breast. If not, it will be open. Some people that want it open, you can decide to allow it. You still take 3/2, then you take 3/2 here too. Here will be 3 because of the 3 that we subtracted, so you still allow it. I won't want you to extend it to 3/2, so you won't have issues, but make sure from here to here still comes in, as in still mark out 7, because what we want the circle to be 7. So we'll now connect the lines from here to here. As you can see, the 3/2 lines, you connect it to here. You've seen it started coming out already. And you connect the up one here to here as well, and you connect the last one here. You now have your circle already. So on the circle now, you're going to mark out 1 inch here on this side, 1 inch too on this side, and you take it to where we have the nipple. Connect it to where you have the nipple. Also do same here. You also mark the 1 inch to down here. Sorry, mark it still down here. You take it down here too as well, 1 inch. Sorry, 1 inch here. Mark it still 1, and you connect here to this point, and you connect here to this point, and you bring it down. You bring it down. If you now measure, you notice that from here to here we have 7. Have you seen it? Then the up here too is 7, which serves as the circle point of your breast cup. So you've seen it already. Then you're going to mark out your armhole. Don't forget we didn't mark the armhole. Armhole here is 34 divided bust divided by 4 will give you your armhole, like I said, which is what, 8/2. You're off your 4, you mark your 8/2 here. This is where you have your armhole. Then if you check your upper distance, it was 34, which is like this. So you connect it. You now see where you have your armhole. So you're going to connect the lines now to where you have your armhole here. Also do same here too. Here is how deep you want it to be, how deep you want the V here to be. So you can decide to take it to 7, you can decide to take it to 8. But since, like I said, she doesn't want, I don't want this to really come down. It depends on your desire. So I'll stop it here at 7. Sorry, take it to 7. So I'll take it this way, like what she's wearing there on the thumbnail to see it all. So we're done with our cutting now, our marking out. Now we're going to cut. of all start. I'll still cut here out. Just hold your first corset here, your first breast cut, sorry. You're taking here off. Yeah, we now have our corset like the one you saw on the thumbnail, but you're going to place this on your fabric. If you want an extra this thing, you're going to place it on the fabric to bring out another, like what you saw on the thumbnail, to bring it out another, to bring another using another fabric. Well, this one is the Ankara, this one remains that black you've seen there. If you still want to use same thing, you can still maintain this, but just place it on the fabric and add half inches to it and bring it out so that it will be big, you know, you join it back. So you place this on the fabric, add half inches and bring them out. So I'm going to pin it down now so you can see what it will look like. You don't expect it to be like fabric, and you're going to run your stitch here where you have your 1 inch and you open it up. Just run your stitch half inch here, you open it up. This is how it's going to look like. Now stitch it in here after you might have inserted your breast. After stitching, you insert your breast cup. Bring out your lining in the same form like this too. You can use your trimmings for your embellishment to create what you want. You can put one here like the one you've seen on the thumbnail, put another here, put anyhow you wish to embellish it so it will come out the way you want. This is how it will be for this other side. how you trim. Use your trimmings or embellishments to put it around, put it here, put here, put here, depending on how you want to design it, but this is what you will have. So you can see the breast cup, the distance was not too deep. It covers or right from the distance to the up. I know this is a paper illustration, but just carry it out on the fabric. You see what I've told you. Hope you learned something. Thank you. Please don't fail to subscribe. Thank you very much.